Even in recent years, the production of information has increased to the extent that we are now seen to be in the midst of an information explosion. This explosion has implications to the environment in which we live, to the workplace, the academic world, and our peace of mind. Most research agrees that as a result of this explosion of information, we are experiencing a state called information overload. When there is too much information to digest, a person is unable to locate and make use of the information that one needs. When one is unable to process the mass amounts of information, overload occurs. Although arguable, information overload is a presently increasing problem. It is not a new one. Throughout history, people have been discussing the effects of information production and questioning its effects on the human mind. But wait, information attribution does not have to be negative, and there is hope. Just as technology is evolving, so is our ability to cope with it. But first, we have to know exactly what is it we are dealing with. Excessive word count and worthless details are making it harder for people to extract useful information. The more you say, the more people tune out your message. And as Bormann said, the information explosion didn't occur solely because of an increase in information. Advances in the technology of transmitting and storing it are as much a factor. We are affected as much by the flow as by the production of information. Information overload in the information age is a direct result of new developments in technology. The web, email, electronic journals, all of these serve to enhance the body of available information. But where technology complicates, it also solves. As computer technology develops, so must our ability to interact with it. With the invention of the printing press, people were beginning to question our need for vast quantities for recorded information. As for flowing information, the invention of the telephone served to advance its progress. And, of course, more recently, the invention of the computer has vastly increased information flow and production. We are truly living in an information age. It has never been easier to access and share information. Of course, the easier it is to access information, the harder is it to control it. The Internet is a plethora of uncontrolled information floating in the ether, waiting to be discovered. Technology has addressed our quest for knowledge and, some might say, surpassed our ability to obtain it. Did you know that information overload is the inability to extract needed knowledge from an immense quantity of information? Only 18% of the stories in an average newspaper are read in full. The amount of information produced in the world increases by 30% every year. The average American adult uses the telephone 16.7 hours a month, listens to the radio 19 hours a month, and watches TV 131 hours a month. Scholarship is as much a matter of knowing what not to read as of knowing what to read. Around the world, 600 million people have access to the Internet, about 30% of them in North America. The average metropolitan paper contains between 50 and 100 pages of print. Information overload is the inability to extract needed knowledge from an immense quantity of information.
Then, how can you deal with the excess of information? All solutions come under two categories, managerial and technical. In the managerial solutions, there are time management and information literacy. In the technical solutions, they have computer literacy and effective search interface design. To obtain workable solutions, technology, media, and the librarian and the individual must all come into play. Access of information in the information age is a direct result of new developments in technology. As I told you, there are two of the technological solutions to the access come in, computer literacy and effective search interface design. Computer literacy is the ability to effectively use and understand the function of computers. It is obtained by training and by practice. One practical computer literacy solution is for workplaces to offer optional computer training or refresher courses for employees. Effective search interface design.